Welcome back. And the probe into the murder of BJYM worker Praveen Nettaru has been handed over to the NIA. Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai said that his killing is indicative of organised crime and that the state is handling over the case due to interstate nature of it. Both the accused, Zakir and Shafiq, are in judicial custody for a period of 14 days. Meanwhile, a shocking statement has come in from Karnataka Minister Dr. Ashwath Narayan, who said, and I'm quoting, the culprits will be nabbed and ready to encounter, quote unquote. BJP Yuva Morcha President Tejasvi Surya met with Praveen's family and has assured 15 lakh worth compensation from the Yuva Morcha, while also claiming that jihadis, and that's the word he used, won't be spared.
ಹತ್ಯೆ ಪ್ರಕರಣ NIA ಕೊಡಲಾಗುವುದು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಕೇರಳ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ CC ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನು ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಇದೆ ಎರಡು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಊರುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
ಪ್ರವೀಣನ
15 lakhs compensation from Yuva Morcha. Jihadis won't be spared. This is last one. No further incidents will take place. JDS and Congress is trying to take benefit out of this situation, which is very sad.
ಇಂಥ ಘಟನೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಡೀಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜದ ನಾಗರಿಕರ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆಯ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಭಾವನೆಯ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ತೀವ್ರವಾದಂಥ ಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಭಾಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನು ಯಾರೇ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲಿ ಹುಡುಕಿ ಆ ಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಏನು ಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಬೇಕು, ಎನ್ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೋ ಎನ್ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೂ UPಗಿಂತ ಒಂದು 5 ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. UPಗಿಂತನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾಡಲೇ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, UPಗಿಂತನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಒಂದು ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ರಾಜ್ಯ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗಿಂತ ಪ್ರಗತಿಪರವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ರಾಜ್ಯ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ರಾಜ್ಯ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಇತರರಿಗೆ ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನೇನು ಅನುಸರಿಸುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
My colleague Harish and Ritu are joining us live, getting us more details about the story. Harish, first, you help us understand what kind of reactions we have had on the story so far. More importantly, the direction in which the investigation is going and the accused who have been arrested. Are there more arrests which are possible in this case?
Well, definitely there are more arrests likely to take place. Two of them have been arrested. The fact that they've been given to judicial custody somewhere indicates that the police believe that they have managed to extract the information that they wanted from these two. But there is thinking within the investigation team that there are more people involved. Also, the police not very clear on if all these assailants have been arrested. All the conspirators have been arrested, because remember, there were assailants who came on 2 bikes, Kerala registration bikes. So a lot more going on still in terms of investigation. This close coordination that's happening between the Karnataka police and Kerala police in Kasaragod, to be specific. And the police saying that in the next day or two there will be more action in terms of the investigation. And even as the Chief Minister mentioned that the investigation is going on at a fast pace, the state has now decided to hand over the case to the NIA. The reasoning given by the government is they're not saying that the police force is not competent enough to crack this. They are saying that this case now is one, interstate in nature. Second, they believe that this is an organized crime that has happened, and to crack down on that, the state has taken this decision. The DGP has been asked to write a letter to the NIA and officially ask them to take over this particular case. In the meanwhile, the Congress has raised several questions. They have said that whether it's a murder case of Harsha, whether it's a murder case of Paresh Mesta and a few others who were killed back then, what
All
happened
right,
once
Harish,
the
stay
NIA
with us
took
on the
over.
broadcast. Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy is with us on the broadcast. Sir, thank you so much for joining us on the show. This very sensitive investigation has now been handed over to the NIA. Your thoughts on the investigation so far, and do you think that the state government has handled it correctly?
I don't want to react about the government decision today to hand it over to the NIA because I have no confidence even the NIA inquiry. From last, I think in 2017 or 18, another this kind of murder was took place. That has been handed over to NIA. But up till now, nothing has happened. Here, my concern, handing over to NIA or other international any inquiry agency, that is different. Or hand it over bringing your yogi, this model, all those things, that is different. But my concern in our state, what is the message this government, they have decided to give to the Karavali belt citizens. This is my concern. What message they have given? To safeguard the livelihood of the those area people.
Sir,
Up till now, they have not proper message. They have not given to the common man there. Future, what will be the future? Those things they were not discussed. This chief minister visited yesterday Mangalore.
Mr. Kumaraswamy, what I want to understand from you, sir. What I want to understand from you, sir, is that there are various statements that came from the chief minister. You also had a statement coming in from leaders like Mr. Ashwath Narayan, and he said that we are ready to encounter people who are responsible for this. You also have Mr. Tejasvi Surya, who's saying that jihadi elements will not be spared. Do you think that this is the correct line of investigation which has been adopted? And if not, what are the measures, according to you, that the state government should take?
No, according to my advice to this government, first you bring the peace. First you give the confidence to the people of Karnataka that we are going to protect all community. This message has to go to the people. Otherwise, what kind of your encounter, whatever your jihadi issue, what these people discussing about, in Karnataka it will not work out. They think that they will going to encounter it. All right, all those things, what they wanted to do, they can do. But what is the message they have given yesterday, this chief minister? He visited yesterday Mangalore. When he was in Mangalore yesterday, evening another murder took place. Any government representative went there? The chief minister or home minister? This is the attitude of this government. Then what they are conveying the message to the people?
Mr. Kumaraswamy, in the last couple of months, and I'm just going to take the argument forward of what you just mentioned, there have been multiple serious instances. There are also communal tensions that have been observed in the state. According to you, what is the state of the present law and order situation? And as one of the principal opposition parties, how are you going to take it up?
Madam, all these last 2-3 months development, who is responsible? Who is responsible? Because this government, they kept quiet. They have encouraged in other side the internal their party leaders to encourage to develop communal harmony, communal clashes. They only encouraged those kind of people. They have not properly take the decision at that time, initial stage. Because of that reason only, then one more thing, this 10 days, 3 murder is not important. From 15 years, this is going on in Karavali belt. Both these national parties, to get the vote of the area, they are actually created this problem. They are the root cause.
Sir, it's a very serious charge you're making that some of the communal tensions, for that, it's the BJP which is responsible.
No, definitely. Because BJP, early stage, they encouraged their groups to actually disturb the communal harmony. The way in which from last 2-3 months, several development took place. All those things as background done by these people only. They encouraged, this government only encouraged by keeping quiet.
Sir,
for that reason, we are paying now. This common man paying.
Sir, my last question to you. My last question to you. You also you said these two national parties have in some way abetted these crimes, and that is why we have this law and order situation. You were in alliance with the Congress party at some point in time, and the BJP argues that at that time there were not proper investigations that were done, and that is why we are witnessing what we are witnessing today.
Just a minute. In front of me, when I was chief minister, 14 months, no inquiry issue came to me. In my 14 months tenure, not a single incident has took place this kind of thing. No murder. Law and order, very good law and order we have maintained when I was chief minister. There was no question about inquiry, about all those things. At that time, it has not come to me.
All right, sir.
How they will go into this BJP people? They will allegate me. Proper inquiry is not done by government.